Being back with my grandma feels quite surreal. Every time I go to sleep, I feel like I'm going to be waking up back in France. It's not really kicked in yet that I am back in England. For the first few years when I was in Spain, it was a vacation really. Spending most days doing whatever I wanted, reading, drawing, going to the beach, spending time out. Just really just being on a vacation.
That was until around 14, where I started needing to pick up my own slack, work to help with food, rent. It was a lot of construction work, demolition work, decoration work, painting walls, renovation work. I had a non-existent social life, to be honest. I would, as much as I could, I'd try and play video games online because I had a couple online friends, but you know, you can't really class them as friends, can you? And the entire 6-year span, I made one friend, and it was the only person really that I'd met for the entire 6 years that was even close to my age.
I decided to come back to England when I was around 14, to be honest. I started weighing up the pros and the cons from each lifestyle. And after a couple of months of contemplation, I realised England was definitely the way forward. From the past few years, I could envision my future few years, and it really wasn't. It just wasn't the way forward. What was best for my future. So, at around 14, I started thinking about going back to England.
It was a normal day, and I just decided, okay, it's time to leave. My next thought process was, what do I need to pack? Don't show any sort of indication that I'm leaving. And my thought was to write a note. So I wrote a note to my mum, told her how much I loved her, how much I appreciated what she had done for me. I didn't want her to worry about me. I didn't want her to worry about herself. And saying goodbye, really. I wrote that note 20 minutes before I left. I left around midnight. First night it was raining quite a lot. I left pitch black. Journey was quite a while. I didn't really know where I was going. I was just following road signs. I'd mostly travel at night time just for my own safety and sleep as little as I could and in as illuminated areas as I could. Sleeping on the street was alright. Wasn't too cold. Had a good warm jacket. Had my skateboard. Had money for food. So I was walking down the street when I saw a big pharmaceutical van. First, when he stopped, I was a little bit worried because I was thinking, what kind of lunatic would pick up another lunatic walking in the middle of the night in the pouring rain? I thought, this Donny must be an interesting character. But I got in. It was a young 25-year-old male, maybe. Yeah. We got to talking. And after a while of getting comfortable with him, I told him what was going on in hopes that maybe he could help. And luckily, he was a very nice person. And yeah, he really, really helped. And I told him how much I appreciated his help when he left the police station the last time I saw him.
I know that the decision to take me was what they thought was best for me and for my future. I know it came from love. I know it came from a place of protection because, of course, they're my parents. But they thought about the present. They didn't think about the future. Okay, yeah, I was safe and I was always healthy, but no social life, no meeting people my own age, kind of always being isolated comes boring, to say the least, really. Even now, just talking to people, it's kind of hard for me because I've not done it for such a long time, talking to people my own age. If they were watching this, which probably were, if Grandad can figure out how to turn on an electronic device, I tell him I love him, tell him I'm sorry for leaving, but it was necessary for my future. All's good, happy, very happy actually, healthy. You know I love the cold, so I've got that again. That's it really. You know I can take care of myself, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Yeah, hope you guys stay safe.